Have you ever asked yourself this simple question? Which is worse, the cigarette or the vape? One is the old killer, a rolled stick of dried tobacco that's been taking lives for over a century. The other is the new trend, a shiny flavored gadget marketed as the safer option. Cigarettes are blamed for lung cancer, heart disease, strokes, almost every deadly illness you can name. And vapes? They're presented as the cure, the way out, the salvation for smokers. But what if I told you, this is not a story of good versus bad? What if the real truth is that both are traps, designed not to save you, but to keep you hooked for life? The cigarette was yesterday's addiction. The vape is today's. And together, they form one of the greatest manipulations in human history. Let's start with the numbers. Today, 1.3 billion people smoke cigarettes worldwide. That's nearly 1 in every 5 adults on the planet. And every single year, smoking kills more than 8 million people. To put that into perspective, that's more deaths than alcohol, car crashes, illegal drugs, and war combined. But cigarettes are slowly declining in some countries. Laws, taxes, bans, graphic warnings, they all had an effect. And as cigarette sales began to fall, another product was waiting to rise: the vape. In less than 2 decades, vaping has spread across the globe like wildfire. By 2023, more than 82 million people were using e-cigarettes. Most of them young. Teenagers, students, first-time users. Many of them never even touched a cigarette. The industry found its new customer base, not the old smokers, but the new generation. Think back. In the 1950s, cigarette companies paid doctors to appear in ads. Commercials showed men in white coats smiling with a cigarette in hand. More doctors smoke this brand than any other, they said. It was a lie. But the lie worked. Now look at vapes. Instead of doctors, there are influencers. Instead of TV ads, there are TikToks and Instagram reels. Instead of the smell of burning tobacco, there are sweet flavors. Mango, watermelon, cotton candy. It's not your grandfather's smoke. It's your younger brother's vapor. The target is clear. The vape was never about helping smokers quit. It was about making non-smokers start. But let's talk health. Cigarettes are clear killers. The list of diseases they cause is endless. Lung cancer, emphysema, heart disease, stroke, chronic bronchitis. The World Health Organization calls it the single largest preventable cause of death. So what about vapes? The industry says they're 95% safer. But safer doesn't mean safe. Studies now show vaping can cause inflammation in the lungs, nicotine addiction as strong as cigarettes, increased risk of heart problems, and a mysterious illness called EVALI, vaping-related lung injury, which hospitalized thousands in 2019. Doctors found young, otherwise healthy teenagers gasping for breath, lungs filled with fluid, some of them dying. And yet, even today, the science is still catching up, because vaping is too new to show its long-term damage. What cigarettes revealed in 50 years, vapes may reveal in the next 20. Here's the dark truth. It's not the cigarette or the vape. That's the real enemy. It's nicotine. Nicotine is one of the most addictive substances on earth. It hijacks your brain's reward system. Every puff sends dopamine surging, a wave of pleasure that feels impossible to resist. And over time, your brain changes. It craves more. It demands more. And when you try to stop, withdrawal hits, headaches, restlessness, irritability, insomnia. Whether it comes wrapped in tobacco leaves or disguised as fruity vapor, the result is the same. Your brain becomes dependent. And here's the cruelest part. A single vape pod can contain as much nicotine as an entire pack of cigarettes. Meaning, many young people who would never finish a pack in a day are inhaling that much or more without even realizing it. So let's connect the dots. Cigarettes are falling in sales. Vapes are rising in popularity. Who wins? The same companies. Tobacco giants like Philip Morris and British American Tobacco now own vape brands. They didn't lose the war. They just changed the battlefield. From paper to plastic, from smoke to vapor, from ashes to neon lights. It's not about your health. It's about profit. It always was. Here's the most chilling question. Why do people still smoke or vape when everyone knows the risks? The answer is simple. Addiction is stronger than knowledge. The cigarette tells you it will relax you. The vape tells you it will keep you safe. Both are lies. Both are illusions. And both keep you chained. Because in the end, whether you hold a cigarette or a vape pen, the chain is the same, the chain of nicotine. So, which is worse? The cigarette or the vape? The truth is, it doesn't matter. Both are designed to keep you hooked. Both feed the same addiction. And both belong to an industry that has killed millions and is preparing to trap millions more. The question is not which one you choose. The question is whether you break free at all. The chains of cigarettes, the chains of vapes, the chains of nicotine itself. Now that you know the truth, will you keep holding the chain, or will you finally let it go? As Samuel Johnson once said, "The chains of habit are too weak to be felt until they are too strong to be broken."